I think it is time to continue on with our game called LX Patterns. See what we can do here. So we're level select. Yes, level 33. So we just got here. We have to determine which of these lights to turn on. Yeah. So, according to what they've given us, so yeah, it's just the ones that are grayed out. It's going to show us an array. I feel like it goes from left to right. Just because we've got opposing ones, and then here and here is opposing. So what it looks like it is that this and this combined is roughly this, but it moves a little bit. It's like it rotates or something. So you rotate this 180 and it ends up being here and here. Then you rotate this 180 and it ends up being here and here. And then you put those two together. That's my guess. So I think if we do this and this and this for this guy, and then we do this and this and that. Yeah, there we go. That one was pretty simple. But I feel like whenever I left off with this, like that was just like, what am I staring at? But I was just so tired. I've been streaming for 6 hours, so I feel like coming back fresh mind. All right, we got rotating wheels that you can add 3 different styles: single, 90, opposite. All right, and you can rotate any of them. So what does that mean? There's like, I think fewer than 100 combinations. But anyway, so we got up, across, and then a double. And then we have, seems like it turns 90, turns 90, turns 180. Turns 90, turns 90, turns 180. So if that's the case, so it turns 90, turns 90, turns 180. But we didn't really look at the last one, did we? Okay, I didn't turn it properly. 90, 90, 180. Yeah, that one was easy too. Okay. Ooh, this one looks fun. So we have outside border, and then the full thing. On this one we have sideways T, T, and then a hook. And we have a hook. I mean, it's not as simple as this, is it? That one was pretty simple. I was just following. I wasn't even contemplating the logic behind it. I was just recognizing the pattern. Like that looked like the pattern to me. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how it got there. That's what it looked like to me. All right. Blue and red equals 1. Blue and red equals 2. What do we have for options? We can go up to 3 digits. So there's 1,000 different options. Okay. So red is a subtraction, right? There's 1, 2, minus 1 equals 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 2 equals 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus 3 equals 6. Yeah. I mean, did I just leave off on like really easy ones? Or was I just getting that tired that I couldn't recognize the patterns very easily when I stopped playing last time? Because these seem to be stepping it down a notch from where I left off. We've already finished with 3 puzzles, 4 puzzles or something in a span of 5 minutes. All right. This one does not look as simple. All right, so generally when we've had these ones in the past, the colors merely, the boxes merely shift. So this Tetris piece here would be 1 space over to the right, and then it would be 1 space down from there. And then that's generally how these have gone. But this one looks like it mixes it up a bit. This one and this one look like they belong with each other. It's a combination between this one and this one. So this right here, okay, this one's easy. All you do is combine the two to equal this. And if they have the same colors in the piece, then they go away. So this blue one goes away, the red one stays. The yellow one goes away, but the blue and red one show up, right? Oh, and the yellow one's here. Yeah, that one was easy. Their pattern is a combination of the first and the second, and equal colors cancel out. That's exactly what I said. All right, we got more rotating gear with steering wheels. We have 4 different combinations. We have a single, the triple, the double, and then the 90 double. All right, so we start out with... Interesting. So the last combination is, so it's 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, and that's why we only have 2. So it's some kind of combination between the two of them. This one and this one are here and here. This one... So does this influence it? Does the middle one influence it? Like... This middle one... No? Okay, it might not be that simple. How do they end up dropping one? How does it end up going from 3 of these steering wheels down to only 2 steering wheels? Or maybe I'll just call them wheels. So... So there's 4 different combinations, 4 different revolutions, and 2 different spaces. So what is that? Like 4 different, there's 4 different wheels. Oh, so 4 different, there's 4 different ones of these, 4 different spaces. So 16. So what is this? 16 times 16. Am I thinking of that wrong? The amount of combinations there are? Is it 16 by times 16? Anyway, I shouldn't be worried about how many combinations there are as much as what this pattern is. So how do we end up at 2? So it feels like this first one here and this first one here is similar in shape to this one here. Therefore, this one here and this one here is also similar shape to this one here. However, this one and this one is not so similar. Like one of these is here. So if you take just this one and this one, sorry, if you take just the left one and you take just the right one, then in theory it could be something where it's like a double pattern here. So it doesn't look like the first one is an opposite one. Let's try. This is one of those where you can kind of beast through it. Because there's not really that many combinations. It's not the spirit of it, but... So is the first one a single? I'm actually kind of just curious if I can beast this one. Oops. Okay, it was like the last combination I tried. So, combination of pointers that repeat in the first pattern. So, up. Combination of pointers that repeat in the second combination. So, let's see what that means. Combination of pointers that repeat in the first combination. Yeah, I'm not sure I even get it with the explanation. So I think we move on with that one. Ooh, a flag one. So we have... So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 colors and 3 parts of the flag. So each of these final ones is the triad. So now we got to figure out what gets it to there. So we have 1, 2, 3 equals this. 1, 2, 3 equals this. 1, 2, 3 equals this. So it seems like the pattern doesn't really matter. It seems like it might be mostly... So it's the most common color in each one. There's the most red in this one equals here, the most teal in this one equals here, and the most yellow in this one equals there. So let's try that. So it's going to be red, purple, and yellow. Yeah, that one's easy. Ooh, another dash puzzle. So we have to determine whether or not the thing is going horizontal or if it's going vertical or some other option. So we have this and this are also in this and this. So they subtract from each other, leaving just this, this, and this. So we leave out the duplicates, meaning it's just this and this and this. Yeah, that one was easy. Can't lines cancel. So it's kind of a very similar to one we just did. Oh. So we have 4 suits and 5 positions on 3 cards. That one you can't really beast through very easily. So it seems like we've got reds. You know what? This one was in the trailer, unfortunately. Like, club plus club equals diamond. Spade equals spade. Spade plus spade equals heart. Club just stays. Spade plus spade equals heart. So this one is heart and diamond. This one is diamond, club, spade. And this is diamond, diamond, heart, spade. Did I miss something? Oh, club. Yeah, sadly that one was in the trailer. That would have been a fun one to figure out. But it didn't look terribly difficult. But I say that with hindsight 2020. All right, ooh, we got our first chess one. Ooh. So, they at least give us a little bit of a hint where these 3 equals this. So these 3 will equal this. So we have to find the correlation from these 3 and determine what makes it these 3. So it looks like the chess piece moves from here, and this chess piece moves to here. This chess piece just goes down, and this one moves over. This one moves diagonal, and that moves up. So in theory, this would be a knight over here, and it would be a pawn there, a knight over here, a bishop here, and then a knight over here. Yeah, that one wasn't hard. If you don't know the rules to chess, then that one would be a little trickier to figure out, but still possible in my opinion. Oh, is this some kind of Sudoku? But no, it's not, because you got lots of numbers that repeat. Okay, so it looks like we can have up to 2 digits, and that's all. Oops. Did I hit the insert key? Okay, we're good. I just want to check to see if I had bumped the insert key. Okay. What have we got here? Are we comparing left to right? It's been a common theme to compare left to right. However, I don't know if that's the case for this one. We have a singleton here and a singleton here. They have different fonts for them, which confuses me. I'm going to assume that was a mistake. This being a smaller font than that one. I feel like they didn't need to do that, but whatever. Alrighty. So all of these numbers right here are low. All of these numbers right here are low. All of these numbers right here are low. And then when you move over, they actually start to go up. So you're starting low, which means it seems like there may be some kind of addition going on. 2, 1, 3, that's 6. Are you adding 5? This one's gonna be a trickier one. Seems like these numbers all in the middle, and these numbers are all within reason. Ooh, wait. I just noticed something. Between here and here, all the numbers are the same. Not only that, all the numbers are the same in the same row. 941, 419. 865, 865. 207, 072. So, but check this out. 231 and 231. I don't know if it matters that they're low, the numbers are low. Does it? Or does it? Because this one doesn't change between here and here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So this one has 1, 2, 3, and this one didn't change from here to here. This is 1, 2, 3. So this one, let's try that. 5, 8, 1. Now this is 2, 3, 1. When it's 2, 3, 1, they shift to the right twice. So 2, 3, 1 shifting to the right twice would be 2, 9, 0. And when it's 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1 shifts to the right once. So 3, 2, 1 shift to the right once would be 3, 7, 4. No? Did I mistake that? Did I do something wrong? No, it's 3, 2, 1, not 3, 1, 2. That's 3, 1, 2. Maybe I don't have the right. There is no 3, 2, 1 to compare to. It's 3, 1, 2. Maybe it's a different combination of 3, 4, 7. Okay. The row of the third pattern are the rows of the second arranged according to the first. Yeah, so I was on the right track. I was on the right track, just not in the perfect logic, where this is take 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. It just so happens that they don't move at all, because 1, 2, and 3 is 1, 2, and 3. But if you take 2, 3, 1, you take this 2 and put it here. You take this 3 and put it here. And you take this 1 and you put it here. So the 3, 2, 1, there was no example of it. Otherwise, I would have had it on the first try. 3, 2, 1 means you take 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I was almost there. Ooh, this one looks fun. What is the value of I, K, X, and Y? Those are just I and X. That's just 9 and 24, right? Yeah, that's just the position in the alphabet. That almost that one took me 5 seconds. All right. Okay. So these again, these numbers are low. And these numbers are not low. And these numbers again are not low. So, but that's a 0 instead of a 1 or 2 or 3. So it's not going to be exactly like the previous one. I wouldn't expect it anyway. So, do we have some kind of math going on? Don't want to think so. I don't think this one's math related. How many digits? We can go up to 2 digits. One of them may be a 10 then. Or more. I'd hope not. Alright, so let's see if we can figure out the logic on this one. It makes me want to think that this, and this influences this, and this, which resolves into this, and this. That's my first thought. However, it could also possibly be something like vertically. Like these three affect these three. Maybe. I do notice we have 2s going diagonally and we have 5s going diagonally, but I don't see that here. Do we have any repeating numbers? Outside of these numbers being low, I don't really see any. Oh, wait. Look, if you go from top right to bottom left, you got 1s here, 3s here, 5s here, 7s here, and 9s here. Like, it skips 2 every time it goes diagonally. Coincidence? And here it's 0s, 1s, 2s, 3s, 2s. Coincidence? Difference between neighboring numbers equals 1. Difference between neighboring numbers equals 2. Difference between neighboring numbers equals 3. Now, I didn't know that that was how they had put the logic on it, but I did notice the pattern. And it just so happens that this one doesn't follow that same pattern from diagonal. This one went diagonal. This one went diagonal. This one happens to go north vertically, like in a triangular pattern. But figured it out. All right, so already I see some kind of where we rotate this. You mirror this over to here. You mirror this over to here. And then you combine the two. No, you mirror both. You mirror both? No. Yeah. No. You're doing some kind of mirroring action. Right? No. Rotating action? Is it rotating 180? Yes, you're rotating 180. So there's some kind of rotation going on, I think. You rotate this one. No. Rotate both? All right, so this one looks simpler. You rotate this guy right here, right? And you rotate him 180. That puts him like this, right here. Then you take this guy and you rotate him 180. That does this. So something doesn't line up. Why are the vertical ones not? Why are they disappearing? Do you... all right, let's try and find the logic on the next one. So if you rotate this guy 180, you end up with this. And then you have this guy, which you rotate 180, is the exact same. And somehow you end up with this. Okay. Am I supposed to be going down instead of across? I don't think so. I think we're supposed to be going across. That's just my sense of it. Is it some kind of mirror? Or instead of a rotation? If we mirrored it instead of rotating it. Let's mirror it on the horizontal. Or maybe we rotate it, mirror it on the vertical. Mirroring this on the vertical doesn't change its picture. Mirroring it on the horizontal does. So if we mirror this on the horizontal, it ends up being this, which is the same as 180, ironically. Mirror this on the horizontal, it ends up being like this. But we don't. So let's mirror this one, but rotate this one 90. Mirror this one on the horizontal, rotate this one 90. Now you get that. Mirror this one on the vertical, sorry, horizontal, and you get something to, and then you rotate this one 90. Not quite. That's not what we're looking. It's not nowhere near what we're looking for. It's almost like this needs to rotate. What if I mirrored it on? So let's try that. Let's try mirroring and then rotating 90 on this guy. Mirroring it would put this. You rotate this 90. Let's try mirroring it a different way. And rotating 90. No. I don't think we have the right answer for how we got this one. I got an answer. Mirroring on the horizontal for this. Rotating 90 for this. Gives you this. I don't think that's correct. So in order for us to... It's got to rotate 180, not mirror. What am I thinking? Rotate 180, rotate 90. Rotate 180. Rotate 90. Rotate 180. Rotate 90. Sorry. Why am I... What? Rotate 180. Rotate 90. That should be it, right? No. Yes. I feel like I'm so close. Rotate 180. Rotate 90 equals that. Rotate 180. Rotate 90. No, it's not it. What am I thinking? Rotate 180. Rotate 90. Yes, it is. Both of them do that. Rotate 180. Rotate 90. Why is that not it? I swear that's it. Did I do this wrong? Did I do this one wrong? No. Wait. Rotate 180. This guy, right? Then rotate this guy 90. Yeah, that is wrong. How did I get that? How did I mess that up? Light them all up. All right, rotate 180. Rotate 90. Yes, that's how I get that. Rotate 180. What if I rotate 90 the other way? I don't know. If maybe I found an incorrect pattern, but a pattern nonetheless. That's unfortunate. If it's not that, what if we turn this 90 degrees? Or 90 degrees? No, it's not it's not this shape in any rotation. I feel like it can be no more than 5 and no fewer than 1, right? It's not going to be 1. I doubt it's going to be 1. 1 is too simple of an answer because anyone could there's a 1 in 8 chance someone just accidentally figures it out if it's just 1. It's got to be more than 1. I doubt it's 2. But it could be. Okay, so it's at least 3. So it's 3, 4, or 5. Try those. Pretty sure it's... I'm disappointed that my logic wasn't working. I'm saddened. Oops, I'm doing 6. Pattern combination must complete all lines without repetition. This plus this plus this equals this. The pattern combination must complete all lines without repetition. Okay. I see. So if we add these two together, here and here, the only ones that are not lit up are these guys. If we add these two combinations, the only ones that are not lit up are these guys. So the subsequently, these are the only three that are not lit up here. I guess that one, also the answer is rotate 180, rotate 90. Ironically. All right, we got another one of these out. Oh my goodness. We got angry eyes. You could also be slightly more angry, less angry. Okay, this one's weird. So, what in the world do we have here? Like, so we have two duplicates. We have two duplicates in here. We have a duplicate here and here. And we have a duplicate here and here. But they're upside down. Like if we turn this upside down, it equals this, this, and this. All I did was turn one of them upside down. The pattern consists of letters in sequence. V, W, X. So if you take this line and slice that letter in half, it becomes a V up here that's upside down, a W up here that's upside down, and an X up here that's upside down. So what did I create? I created an M. Slice that, and it's a K, C, KCW, CW, what is that? N, CWN, AMX. But how am I supposed to know that's an M? I don't know. Oh, VWX. So that's K. That's not a C then. It's an L. KLM. But it's upside down? That's a W, right? But it's inverted vertically. So KLM, LMN, B. That's a V, W, X. Okay, sure. All I did was take this and show you what it looked like upside down, and it was the answer. All right, 48. Ooh, we got negatives. So these can do digits, right? No. They're single digits, which means no negatives. So all these three are positive. Ooh, is that TMI? So they have allowed me to have two digits to confuse me with negatives. Not complaining, it helps me out. So what do we got here? Are we going vertical here? Or 4 to -5, -3 to -2, -4 to something? Is it like that? Or are we going from left to right? -2 to -5 to 5. Does just the total of everything have to equal 0? I think the total just has to equal 0. This equals 0 here. -6, -9, and 9 is 0. So this is -9. So this needs to be 1. This needs to be 7. 5. Sorry, 5. That's -11. That needs to be 6. Yeah, they just have to sum to 0. Alright. Ooh, another color square. We're down to like 12 puzzles left. We're getting there. We have rotation going on. It rotates 90 degrees to equal this. And then it rotates 90 degrees to equal this. So we just have to rotate this 90 degrees. So can your mind contemplate that? Red there, blue. Oops, yeah, blue goes here. Red goes here. And then blue here. Yeah, it just rotates 90. Oh, not hard. Ooh. Steering wheels with dots. 8 positions and 3 options. Alright, so red is vertical. Red, teal, purple, purple is left. So if red is neutral, teal is left, double purple is down. That means red and double purple cancel each other out, right? So this is 0 revolutions. This is 2 revolutions. Teal is here and it cancels out here. So purple, single purple is northeast, right? Wait, that's a starting position, right? And then you modify it by the colors. But I don't have any colors here. Maybe I'm supposed to already know that? Like, for example, this should be like a single red, right? Or does that not matter? Huh? Hmm. Um... I feel like this, in order to get northwest, this is how it got influenced. In order to get west, this is how it got influenced. What is neutral, though? Is red neutral? Is red the starting position, like 0? So, like, wouldn't this... Like, would it be that? Because all it has, if red is nothing, like vertical. This is another one where if I'm confused, I can just try all the combinations. There aren't that many. Purple goes 90 to the right, and teal goes... So then that one doesn't move. It's just a matter of this one moving? No, that's not the answer. This one's confusing because I don't have any colors here, here, or here. And the arrows tell me that this is changing into this one. It doesn't matter what it starts at. Is it in some way giving me 6 examples of what the colors do? I think I'm lost on this one. Yeah, sorry, but this one's a little, whoops, quirky for me. It'll only take a minute to actually beast this one. I wish this one made more sense. All right, we're halfway through. So what is it telling me? Considering the hands of the watch as a reference, this and this minus this equals 45. What? I don't get it. I do not honestly understand this one. Red equals 15, blue equals 30, purple equals 7.5. Yeah, man, I don't know. What do we got? We got 2 digits, so we can go up to 10 probably. What do we got? So immediately what I see is you add these numbers together and you drop the tens place. So you add these numbers together and drop the tens place, right? What is that? Yeah. Sum of the pairs is equal to 10. The first square in the fourth row is equal to the sum of the first squares. Well, I got there. Ooh, we got another one of these. So it's the same 6 different colors, 3 different places. All right. So what do we got again? We got teal is missing, red is missing, yellow is missing, red is missing, red is missing, red is missing. That's not right. That's not right, but it has to do with what colors exist already. So yellow is missing from this sequence, purple is missing from that one, and teal is missing from that one. So like I can't just oh, so they're calling it cyan. All right, I have to say cyan from now on. All right, 8 more to go. All right, so we're adding 1, adding 2, adding 3, adding 4. So adding 1, adding 2, adding 3, adding 4. I didn't even need the other ones to figure that out. I only needed the first one. Oh, we got colors now. So we got colors, 3 combinations, 4 positions. Okay. So, and the border. Oh. Okay. I follow you. So we have it's probably going to be the border of blue. That's my immediate notice because we have all three colors, all three colors, all three colors. And each time we have all three colors, no. The first wheel is what the color of the border is. So it's probably red if the first one's red and the second two are blue. Now it's a matter of what it's actually doing now. Like we got to figure out what the red, blue, and yellow are doing. There's no yellow in here, so it's not going to have anything to do with yellow. So this first one is red, the second one's yellow, third one's blue. Red, blue, yellow, blue, blue. It seems like it shifts over one each time to the right. So it's probably red, blue, blue with the border of red. Now what happens with the rotation, I'm not sure yet. I feel like okay. So these being vertical, 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 vertical. But for some reason, when this one moves over to here, oh, they're moving left, not right. Okay, so each one is moving left. So this red one moves left, this blue one moves left, this blue one moves left, and that's where we end up with this. Now, when this one goes left, it gains something, and when this one moves left, it loses something. And this one, the first one is always exclusively this. Every single first one is this. No, it's not that. This is another one I can piece through, but I want to try and figure this one out. This one goes to here. Dun, dun. This one goes to here. Dun, dun. I think I see it. I'm really close, I think. I think I'm really close. Just don't see it yet. It's not that? So this is the only one with two verticals. Two verticals. Everything else has two Pac-Mans, so to speak, and a single vertical. And the single vertical always ends up on the left. Always, always, always. The single vertical ends up on the left. But which way are the Pac-Man guys facing, right? And I've tried both combinations. So is this guy actually going to break the laws and he's going to be a Pac-Man? No. Oh, I didn't try that, did I? Alright, so what do I have wrong then? Did I try this? I think I did. What do I have wrong here? It's not all three, right? I tried that, yeah. Having the two verticals on the bottom rows is very confusing. I'm like 99% sure that this is red and the border is red. I'm not 100% sure about this one being a vertical in the vertical position. But I do notice that we got Pac-Man facing to the right, Pac-Man facing to the right. The rightmost one becomes a Pac-Man facing to the left, and then the middle one becomes a Pac-Man facing to the left. It's not that. It can't be that because Pac-Man facing to the right. Why isn't it one? Why isn't it this? No way it's yellow. No way it's yellow, right? This should be a right-facing Pac-Man. And this should be a left-facing Pac-Man. But they're not. Makes it seem like this and this is the answer, but this is not because we have two verticals here and two verticals here. I can hear the Pac-Man noise in my head now. Why give me a yellow and not use it other than to be extra confusing though, right? Like, do the verticals have anything to do with each other? Like looking at this vertically? It's I highly doubt it's why would you rotate those? The first knob always has the same color as the frame. I know that. The color sequence of the knobs is the same as the frames. Why did these turn? Knobs with the same color as the frame have two vertically opposite pointers. Oh. Knobs with different colors have pointers pointing to the frames of the same color. Knobs with different colors have pointers pointing to frames of the same color. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. I tried it only because I felt compelled that these were rotated. I don't know what caused me to think that. I'm going to the next one. I told you I was really close. Okay. So what do we got? 3 digits? Yes, we got 3 digits to figure out. All right, this guy plus this guy and this guy. So this is a 4, this is a 2, this is a 3. So what makes it 4? What makes it 2? What makes it 3? Is it the amount of pointy objects in it? This is 3 pointy ones and that doesn't count. This is, but then what makes it 8? What makes it 8? Because this is pointy, pointy, pointy. This pointy, but we have 2 pointies in here. So I don't think that's it. Are there values assigned to certain shapes? Like that's a value of 1, a value of 1, and a value of 1, and a value of 0? But that can't be. That's a value of 2 then, because that is 4 of those. Right? Which means that is a value of 1. I don't think that's correct. As far as like shapes have values to them, I don't want to believe that. This would not make sense then. So something else. How many diagonals are worth 2 and straights are worth 1? That can't work. How many? Because this diagonal points into here. That gives it a value of 2. This 2, 2, 2. That gives you 8. 1, 2, 3. Goes no. That can't work. What about this guy? What's going on with him? Why is that a 4? Does it count the border? I generally don't count the border, right? We haven't been counting the border on any of this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. That wouldn't explain all these low numbers, like the 1 here and the 2 here. Unless it's getting subtractions. Which doesn't make sense either. So I think the border has nothing to do with it, because they all have a border. It has to do with it can't have anything to do with the border. The 8's really throwing me off. Because everything is 4 and under. Everything has 4 lines except for this one. This one has 5 lines. Everything else has 4 lines. No, sorry. 3 or 4 lines. So 4 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. 4 lines, 4 lines, 3 lines. 4 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. What does that matter? Can we find one and compare it directly? Like, I want to say straight lines are worth 1, but diagonals are worth 2, because that would make sense for nothing, actually. No, that can't be. I almost want to say diagonals are worth... Wait. What about blank spaces? Do blank spaces mean anything? So for example, like, these both have 4 lines. And they're both in similar positions. Take these 3 guys and rotate them 90. You have this pattern. That means that this 8 and this 1 are on the polar opposite of the number scale just by rotating these 3 guys. Why? It drops 7 points in value. That's so strange. It's a bit extreme, actually. Like, if we took this and rotate all 4 of them 90, we have this guy. Does that give it a value of 0 in the middle? And like, I don't know. Would that be 5? Sorry, 5 and then... Five? No. Why does it go down in value so much? Subsequently, let's take this and compare it to this one. We have these two are identical to these two. These two turn 90 to make that. It feels like everything that has a straight in it, a straight line, is lower in value than anything that has a diagonal line. Like that should be 7. And that should be 5. That kind of thing. Where you have a bunch of diagonals, very few straight lines. This one is all straight lines. And this has a lot of diagonals and a couple of straight lines. Maybe that's a 6? So maybe then, like... So like, here, between the difference between this one and this one is only 1 straight line. So I feel like this one would be 1 less than this one, right? So if it's 8 and 7... Or like 9 and 6. Or like 6 and 5. That kind of thing. This one's quirky. But I'm not even guaranteeing, like, this very well could be something that's not 0. But based off of this guy, it feels like this guy is 0. However, this one and this one are the same, but this one adds an extra straight line. Right, yeah, like 3 and 3. This is a 3 and this is a 3. The only difference is 1 more straight line. This has 2 diagonal lines. This has 1 diagonal line. 2 diagonal lines, 2 diagonal lines. Diagonal lines are worth 2 in here, and diagonal lines are worth 1 in here, right? That it? 6, 0, 2, 1, 3. I tried that one, right? 603. That's worth 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. No, that can't be right because that has a... No, that was poorly thought out. Sorry about that. So the difference between this one and this one, the difference between this one and this one, and the difference between this one and this one, it's almost like diagonals are worth 1.5. 4.5. 4.5. I think I might be on the wrong track here. What makes this valued at 3? Oh man, this I'm serious. This 8 is throwing me off pretty hard. Zeros across the board for everybody. No. This one didn't seem that hard when I first started looking at it. Wait a second. No. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 508 then? Am I missing one? I feel like 0 is absolutely the very middle one. I'm trying to like count the number of triangles in each one. But for some reason, this being 8, it's almost like this thicker triangle is worth more than 1, but then we got it here, and that's only worth 2. We got 3 triangles here. 2 triangles plus a bigger triangle, right? And here's just 1 triangle. 1, 2 triangles. 1, 2, but how do I get 4 triangles? Oh, 3, 4. So how many triangles are in each one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 triangles in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triangles there. 8. Did I miss one? I missed a triangle. Okay. Somehow I missed the triangle. Okay, so that's making more sense. That one was tough. That one was tough. I knew that center square one right here. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 triangles. Okay. AFV 531. Is this 3 digits again? Okay. HIN. Is it the difference? So AFV. So there's quite the gap between the F and the V here. It is 3, right? Yeah. No negatives? I could go negative. I doubt it's negative. Each letter has a number assigned to it. I can kind of feel like that is correct to say. How do these letters gain their numbers? B, C, D, E, F. That can't be right. It's not like 259 or 258. It's not that. It's not that. I don't know what I'm thinking. Do I have to do it backwards from right to left? That one V equaling 1 is kind of messing with me. if that's correct. If that v equals 1, because it is a 5, it is a span of 5. It's a span of 5 between A and F, right? B, C, D, E, F. That gets me from A to F. I don't think that matters here. It's not a span of 4 to get to I. And then what would you do about the third number? And that's why I went 25. It's a span of 25 between Y and X if you wrap the alphabet. But then you'd have to wrap the alphabet again to get to L, and I don't have that many numbers. Maybe I need to forget the fact that it's 5 between A and F. J, K, L, M, N. So this L is the only one that actually... No, this whole thing. So this wraps the alphabet once, this wraps the alphabet once. I think it's actually the span between the two. So what is it between... What's the difference between X and L? Wait. No, I'm thinking of this wrong. That doesn't help us for the center one, right? Because what's... No, that's not it. I don't have to look at this vertically, right? A to H to Y, F to I to X, V to N to L. I don't think so. I think they're constrained within each other, within themselves. I don't think we expand out. We only have 5 more puzzles, though. How would we get a single digit number assigned to a letter that's higher in the alphabet? Wait. Wait. Hold on. Is it the shape of the letter? None of the letters have curvatures. They all have straight lines that make up these letters. This is a 5. This is a 3. This is a 1. This is a 4. I feel like the shape of the letter is kind of driving this. This is a 0. Why is this a 0? Why is that only a 4? How does that get to be a 5? It's not the intersections. Like, this only has 1 intersection here. This has 1, 2, 3 intersections. Almost like 3, 4, 2, right? But how does it get to be a 5? How does this an honorary 5? 242 or 252? Or would that be a 1 because the V is a 1? I was on the right track. I didn't quite contemplate the number of angles in it. So let's take a look at the A again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. A 90 degree, a 90 degree, a 90 degree. One to, like, I don't know, 30 degrees. I got it, just not in the exact way that I would have known that that's what it was. That had to do with intersections, but I was close. Because angles are created at intersections. All right, what do we got here? We got single digit numbers in 3 places. So there's 1,000 options here. All right, if we if it's middle-ish, it's staying middle-ish. If it's lowish, it's staying lowish. So these are likely gonna be low to middle. Like, almost like that's 6 here because that's a 0, but that doesn't prove anything. I don't think that's 6. This almost looks like it drops 1 to here, drops 1 to here, drops 1 to here, but then the bottom just blows that up. I could just try 2, 1, 3. I didn't think so. I doubted that was correct. Because that would make the bottom row completely irrelevant, right? So what does the bottom row do to this to make these guys what they are? I'm not seeing this one yet. I don't see it yet. What's my pattern here? I was gonna say that going from top to bottom right in a diagonal fashion, always the number always increases 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. But that breaks right here. This does not follow that rule. Meaning that if that was true, all of these numbers would be lower than their bottom rightmost. This could only ever be a 3, 2, or a 1. And this could only ever be a 2 or a 1 or, well, of course, 0 as well. But this 3 messes that up. They don't influence each other. Like, I feel like each pyramid is isolated. I kind of want to believe that this 4 is borrowing from this 1 to create something, but I don't think that's the case. We're not talking about anything with prime numbers either. Where each number in each row is a prime number or something. That's not correct. Is there some kind of division going on here? Is there some kind of math-like thing going on? Or is it just a pattern? No, I'm not saying that this triangle isn't influenced by this triangle absolutely, but I just don't feel that it is. Something tells me that it's not. I'm not seeing this one. Are we gonna have to beast this one? Try all 1,000 combinations. There's repeating numbers. There's a repeating number in each one, but that doesn't seem to correlate with anything. Like this one being a 4, for example, because 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4. That doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, I didn't think so. So if you want to start making up patterns, I found a pattern. This is a pattern right here. This one, like I said, the 4s repeat, the 3s repeat, the 4s repeat, and then here, you drop a number each time. That does not answer the bottom center one. The bottom center one becomes irrelevant. We need to have a reason for that one to exist. And the pattern I just made up doesn't give the bottom center one a reason to exist. No, I give that back. I take that back. I take that back. What it doesn't do is it makes 2 of these bottom ones. These 2 don't mean anything. These 2 don't mean anything. And then these 2 don't mean anything, which... That just doesn't make sense. I mean, do we just try? I can't seem to see it. This could be a little bit. I don't want to do this, but I'm just not seeing this one. All right, there's one. At least it won't take terribly long. And if my theory about these being lower than these, this actually might not take as long as it could. Two. It'll be interesting to see what the answer to this one is. I'm just not seeing it. You think you got it if you want help. I've actually had some help from some other people before. I'm not necessarily against it. And how's it going, Azaref? I don't mind potential clues. What I am kind of against is people just outright telling me the answer if they already know it. But if you figured it out or think you figured it out, I don't mind hearing your hypothesis. For example, if you played this game before, or if you looked it up on YouTube or whatever, if there even is a video. I don't want just straight up answers. It's not as exciting. But figuring it out with me, I don't mind. You haven't played it before? Yeah, I don't mind. Go for it. Also, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing all right. So what have you noticed? I've gotten through 56 of these things, and only about 3 or 4 I say I couldn't necessarily figure it out, and I just had to try every answer. Maybe 5. So I was about to do that to this one, but I don't mind. Looking at the set of 3 numbers in a triangle, I tried to figure out how to get the top number from the bottom 2. So you're talking like how to get this top number from the bottom 2 here, with the 2 below it? Since the solution gives the bottom line, right? Felt like the above numbers were derived from ones below, like reverse Pythagorean triangle. I also believe that the numbers above are derived from the ones below, because it only gives you the ones below on this one, so I would agree with that as well. A lot of my thought processes up to this point have been kind of in silence, trying to pick apart how the numbers get to be where they are. So I'd be curious to see the logic you've come to in order to obtain the 3 upper numbers. Like which sequence do they like grab adjacent numbers or differences of numbers between each other? Because like I was saying, like it seems like the lower right you go, the higher the number is on average, but there seems to be some sequence breaks. So what function have you found to reason out the logic between this driving these and this driving these? It's half. I just noticed it. Like 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 divided by 5 is... Sorry, 10 divided by 2 is 8. 5. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So yeah. So this would be 3, this would be 5, and this would be 4. Yeah. Divided by 2. Yeah, just like you said, a simple average. So the process of movement is triangular upwards. So you take the 2 lower ones and then you formulate into the one above. I wasn't actually following that. I was doing like diagonal movements, or maybe, yeah, so yeah, the simple average. I was almost there. I was in the 300s. 400. But I did notice that. I did notice like when things moved upwards, they got smaller, which, yeah, they were just, so these have no reference to each other, right? And I felt like each pyramid was independent of each other. I did have that sense. Okay, so now we got cards with values of numbers. We've done card patterns before. Okay, so we got a single number again. So what does this value equal? So if this diamond and a spade equals 3, diamond and a club equals 4, that means diamond has to equal 1 or 2. 1, 2. So diamonds equal 2 and spades equal 1. So that means clubs equal 5. That means hearts equal 4. So if that's 8, diamonds I said equal 2, right? So that's 4, so that's 6, 7. And then that's, so diamonds are 2, 3. And clubs equal 5, 8. There we go. So yeah, just different values. Yep, 1, 2, 5, and 4. So that one was hyper easy comparative to the last one. But then again, if you saw oh, okay, so the last one is a 4. So 6 different colors. So we start with these 2 flags. We start with these 2 flags. Then we move on to these 2 flags. This one breaks that. This one has a solid bar. This one's been common. What this one did was it uses colors in the past anyway. It uses colors to fuel numbers. Or it uses the difference of colors. You're actually just playing a Professor Layton game earlier. Nice. In the puzzle mood. That's awesome. I'm almost always in the puzzle mood. I've completed, I think, 3 puzzle games on stream up to this point. By Picross. I love Picross. The Picross game took me 21 hours to finish because there were like a stinking 100 and I don't know how many puzzles that game had. Had like 15 puzzles over 12 worlds or something like that. It was a lot of puzzles. And then I've done another like match 4 game with very limited movements and parameters that you had to meet. And I feel like I did another one that took me like 20 hours. But yeah, if you look at my videos, you'll see all the different puzzle games I played up to this point. So we have this one and this one combined equals this. But then what does this mean? Like, how does it get? So this one and this one combined equals this. However, why does red shift over to here? How does cyan shift over to here? So for example, yellow shifts over to here because this and this equals this. But this bar across here is breaking the rules. I don't know why. It's almost like... So we found a somewhat of a sequence of logic where the first 3, it's basically this plus this equals this. However, the top right one moves into the bottom left square. And I think that's true in all of these. But what is not making sense is that this is a bar and none of these are a bar. This one does not have a bar across the top, and I'm not solving a bar across the top. To that end, what drives the last move? If we want to just... Okay, so let's actually forget this one here. Let's just base it off of this one here. All right? If we did that, that means going from here to here is all we needed to do. Go from here to here is all we need to do. Right? If so, this would be purple. Interesting how the yellow disappears on this one. This would be red, right? This would also be purple. What? Okay, so I accidentally solved that one on my way to trying to solve that one. I was on the right track, I imagine. So yellow plus teal equals purple. See, that's where the whole like yellows across the top actually would have mattered. So let's move on. Final puzzle. Okay. Final puzzle. This is easy. This one's so simple. This is like position number 500 in the decimal of pi. So we just have to fill in the 3 missing decimals of 514 right here. And it's obvious what that is if you know pi to the 1,000 places. Because who doesn't recognize these sequences as the 500th position of pi in the decimal? But in all seriousness, this one has a lot of repeating ones. 1 is every 4th number every time. So if 1 is every 4th number every time, that means that it cannot... No, it's not. It's every 3rd number, sorry. Every 3rd number every time. So that means the middle number is guaranteed to be 1. So what drives the numbers in between 1? It goes down by 2 and then up by 2 from the previous. So if it goes down by 2, it's 1. And then up by 2 is 8. No, did I miss one? Sorry, I'm off. So down by 2, up by 2, so it's actually 8 and then 1. There it is. Easy. GG, we got there. We figured out all the patterns. Numeric sequence from 1 to 20 with odd numbers inverted. Yeah. He's like, yeah, believe me, that's what it is. I like my answer better. Where every 3rd number is a 1, and after the 1 you go up by 2, and before the 1 you go down by 2. That's easy. Done. So, all 60 puzzles completed. GG. Hype. Thanks for the help on that one, Azareth. I just by talking it through, even before you said the answer was the average, I was like, looking at it like that, I can see the pattern immediately with the averages. I'm not sure how long it would have taken me to get there. But you know what that means? It means for us to get a new game.